Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Survive the Fall, a game that you can find on Steam for about 25 bucks. There is a 20% launch discount until June 5th, 2025. There's also an Ultimate Edition, there's a guidebook, a supporter pack, a soundtrack, that's extra. So this is a heavily inspired This War of Mine kind of game. That's what I feel this game is. You can customize the difficulty somewhat. There's easy, normal, hard, and very hard, but there's no sliders, unfortunately, so you really can't mess with things too much. But the story is you're survivors in a post-apocalyptic environment, and then these zealots come and burn your camp, and then the remaining survivors, you included, have to rebuild everything. And the reason I say this game is heavily inspired by This War of Mine is because the gameplay loop is the same. During the day, you're going to build up your base. Although it's not a side view like in This War of Mine, it's like a top-down view. You're going to be clearing rubble, you're going to be gathering resources, you're even going to be creating like resource-generating structures that will produce wood for you and stuff, craft tools, different things like that, make food. If you've played This War of Mine, you'll know that the day phase is just manage your base and make things, okay? And see to your people's needs. Well, in the daytime, there's also this framework structure thing going on where you're going to be putting down like shelters. That's one type of frame. And you can put like buildings inside of it, assuming it fits that frame. So, I have an eatery in one. I've got beds in one. I fit 4 different like sub buildings within a shelter, and as long as I keep building shelters, I'll be able to put more things in them. So that's different. It's not rooms. It's more of like you put a shelter down, and you can put like 4 things in that shelter, and then this particular type, this plant framework, can only put these things in there, and so on. So you're going to be unlocking a bunch of stuff. The technology tree is fairly big, and I just got my press key this morning. And I have to stress, this is a first impressions video. There's just too much to grind out for me to properly review this. So, like in This War of Mine, the day will come to an end, and then you can plan for the next day. You can send people out on expeditions, you can make them sleep on the ground. If you've got beds, you can have them sleep in beds. You don't have to go at night if you don't want to, but, it behooves you to. Because when you're planning for the expedition, you can... I was able to choose 2 different survivors along with like what tools I want to bring with me. And like in This War of Mine, you'll need certain tools to interact with certain things in the environment. Crowbar can only access this. You'll need a pickaxe to get behind these rocks so that you can loot this cache over here, that kind of thing. So you want to bring a variety of tools with you. It's just a pain to keep switching them out. Like this guy has an axe, this guy has a machete. The machete's used to chop down grass and stuff for weeds or fiber. But if I need a pickaxe, I have to go into my inventory. I have to switch out the axe for the pickaxe or whatever. And there's a lot of tools and only 2 people, so I'm constantly switching out tools as I need to. That's kind of annoying. It would have been nice to make that bit more seamless. And the combat is a little janky sometimes, I think, and it's not very satisfying. There is stealth in this game. You'll see like yellow and red lines. That indicates like, whether or not they're going to notice you. They'll chase you. There's an investigation. If you've played like Metal Gear, you'll be familiar with that. Must have been the wind, whatever. That's more Skyrim, but anyway. So that part, like the combat, is a bit janky. I will say that. You can dodge roll, you can shoot a gun, you can melee, but it's not implemented as well as other games of this type. You can stealth kill mostly if you're careful about it. But I do like the fact that like you can use consumables like ropes to get you around certain situations, or you can use your axe to break into this to this like compound on the side so that you don't have to go into the front entrance. So there's multiple ways to handle certain situations, assuming you've got the tools to do it. The dialogue is a bit canned. I don't really care for it. I don't. When you're done, you're going to fast travel back to your camp marker, and everything that you've collected up to that point will come back with you. Luckily, there doesn't seem to be a time limit as far as I've seen. There was a main quest that I'm following, but like I left this girl or woman in the enemy camp for like several days just so I could build up my own camp to rescue her, and nothing really happened. So it looks like the game is chill enough to where there is no time limit, but I don't know about like future quests. So again, first impressions, keep that under advisement. I don't know enough about the late game to really educate you on that end of it. Unfortunately, the buildings don't seem to be movable after you build them. So if like you're going for a particular vibe or construction, like parts of the camp are surrounded by like diseased, like infection clouds. So you're forced to build in a small area right away, and then like after you clear those later, you'll be able to expand and build more structures, but you won't be able to move anything as far as I can tell. At least I couldn't in my playthrough up to this point. But I will say I'm enjoying the game. If you like this War of Mine and you're looking for a more updated version of that, then Survive the Fall will keep you busy for quite a while. It's got that satisfying State of Decay 2 loot this, come back, loot this, come back, so on, so on, so on. Factions, various structures, a bunch of technology to research. I do recommend it. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.